Hello guys and welcome back on the channel. First of all, we want to thank you for helping us get close to the 2k followers. That is an important milestone, and we invite you to subscribe to the channel to reach together this goal. And now, let's talk about the video. In today's video, we are going to introduce a new game, a very hyped game, that is Riftbound.
And for the occasion, we are about to release brand new fully customizable playmats featuring the new game layout. For more info, contact us on Instagram.
And we are going to introduce the core mechanics and explain everything to you. Riftbound is a point-based TCG played in a best-of-3 format, and you earn points by capturing or holding battlefields, and the first player to reach 8 points wins. It might seem a bit confusing at first, but don't worry, because in this video we'll explain everything you need to know to get started with this new game. Let's start by looking at how a deck is built. You have 1 legend, 40 main deck cards, 12 runes, and 3 battlefields.
Each ladder is associated with 2 colors, and each color represents a different aspect of power and personality. Understanding the nature of each color helps you grasp the strengths and the strategies of each leader. There is red, fury, green, calm, blue, mind, yellow, order, purple, chaos, orange, body. Each color brings you unique mechanics and abilities into the game. When choosing your leader, consider the synergy between their 2 colors. Some combination enhance control and defense, while others promote aggression or tactical flexibility. Mastering the color dynamics is essential to mastering Riftbound. In this game, every unit is defined by 3 color stats: energy, power, and might. Energy and power are mainly used to determine how you pay for the cards. Each card has a cost that can be paid in 2 different ways. The energy part of the cost can be paid by using any kind of mana. You generate mana by tapping runes. At the start of the game, your deck includes 12 runes, but only in the colors that match your leader. You are free to decide how to divide them among your available colors. The power part of the cost, on the other hand, requires you to return a specific number of runes showing the required symbol to the bottom of your rune deck. This makes power costs more restrictive and strategic. Might represents the strength of the unit in battle. It determines a unit's ability to conquer or defend lands. The higher the might, the more effective a unit is on the battlefield. The legend is a special card that starts outside of your deck. It has a unique effect that it can influence the game from the start. While you can't play it as a regular unit, it plays a vital role in shaping your deck's color identity and synergy. In addition to regular units, there are champions. At the start of the game, you choose 1 champion that shares the same name as your legend. This chosen champion becomes your deck's official champion and can be played at any moment during the game by playing its cost like any other units.
Now let's take a look at the different types of spells in the game, which are basically categorized by their speed. First, we have normal spells with no speed, which can only be played during your main phase, that in this game is called action phase. So you can't use them to gain an advantage during battle. Then there are action, which can be played both during your action phase and in any battle, in any showdown, making them more flexible. And finally, we have the fastest spell of all, the reactions. These cards can be played in any action window and resolved before any type of card. So they are the main form of interaction in the game. Gears, on the other hand, are cards that are placed on the field and can't be interacted with during battle. This means they will continue to apply their effect as long as their conditions are met, or until they are destroyed by specific effects. Unlike units, Gear doesn't have any might.
The battlefield consists of territories that must be conquered and held. Each territory has a passive ability that both players can use as long as the territory is in play. At the start of the match, players choose a territory before knowing who wins the opening die roll. After the first game, player cannot use the same territory again, it must be replaced by one of the remaining two. If the match does not go to a third game, only 2 out of 3 territories will be used. The player area is divided into the following zones: base, battlefields, rune, leader champion zone, deck, and graveyard.
Is the core mechanic of the game, the movement. Movement is what allows us to start showdowns and therefore score points, so let's break it down carefully. First of all, units enter the battlefield tapped. They can be played either in your base or on a battlefield you control. The cost to move a unit is simply tapping it, which means unless a specific effect says otherwise, units can't move the same turn they are played. Units can move either from a controlled battlefield back to the base or from the base to any battlefield. When a unit moves into a battlefield you don't control, it triggers a showdown. This is where players can interact using the reaction and reaction we mentioned earlier. The battle resolves after all action and reaction are played, and then the damage is assigned. The player with the higher might wins the battle, claims the battlefield and scores 1 point. The other way to score a point is by holding a battlefield, meaning that you start your turn still in control of it. As we said at the beginning of the video, you need to score 8 points to win. But there is a twist. The last point can be scored by controlling a battlefield or through conquest if we scored a point in both battlefields during the turn.
At the start of your turn in Riftbound, you'll go through several key phases in order, followed by your action phase. The first step is the Awaken phase, beginning by raiding all of your exhausted units, your champion, legends, and your runes. This meaning turning them vertically, again, untapped, and now they are ready to act. Next is the Beginning phase. Resolve any abilities that triggers at the start of your turn. After that, you score 1 point for each battlefield you currently control. This is called Holding. Then there is the Channel phase. Channel the top 2 runes of your rune deck and place them on the board on top. Then is the Draw phase. Draw 1 from your main deck. There is no hand size limit in Riftbound, so feel free to stock up. The first player at the start of the game draw 1 card and channel 2. Then the next player draw 1 card and channel 3. Once these phases are complete, you move on the action phase, the core of your turn. During the action phase, you can do the following and in any order as many times as you can afford. You can play cards. Typically, this means playing your chosen champion or cards from your hand. However, some effect may let you play from other zones too. Use your card abilities. These include activate and passive abilities on your units, any abilities on runes that generate energy or power, and abilities on your champion legend. Tap units to move. You can move your units to and from battlefields by tapping them. If they move into a battlefield containing enemies, a combat begins immediately. Finally, when you're finished taking action, your turn ends. At that moment, any end of your turn abilities will resolve, all of your units return to full health, then it's the next player's turn. Thank you for your attention, and we hope the video helped clarify the main concept of the game. Let us know if you like more in-depth guides about the game and other related content, and bye!